Good morning, everybody. We are currently sitting in a Walmart parking lot. I got all of the stuff out of my friend's attic yesterday. It was a short video. I didn't turn it into a full vlog. That's members. You can see all of us sorting through that. But I got all of the stuff out of the attic. Today, our only goal is to fix the wiring in the car and then get the car ready for Alaska. I know that we were going to go to North Carolina next to go work on my dad's car, but plans changed. We are going to Alaska now to go see the Northern Lights. The biggest problem I imagine we're going to run into is the cold up there. So I want to get an engine heater block to make sure that the engine stays warm when we park for the night. Okay, let's go get this work done. Pop open the hood. It's a nice warm day outside. One of the perks of the desert. One of the first things we need to do is we need to find a hole in the wall right here. It's called a firewall grommet that we can feed the wire through. I'm actually going to go on the inside of it and see if I can find it from this side. Okay, we will pull this guy down, peel back the carpet, and there we go. This is what we need to feed our wire through. Okay, we got part of it out. Now there's another piece of plastic on the other side of this that keeps like oil and stuff from coming in. Okay, I think that we actually need to reach underneath the car down here. Fuck. It's really greasy down here actually, which isn't great. Basically, I'm just trying to find the outside of the firewall port so I can feed the wire through it. Ah, fucking fuck. One of the downsides of having it be so bright outside is I'm pretty sure it's gonna hurt the quality of the footage. But I can't really think about that right now. I've got to get this stuff done. Let's go ahead and pull this wire back through. Okay, let's go ahead and pull the wire up from here and then refeed it through. Come through here. Oh, it's not very bright down here, damn it. Oh, fit, motherfucker. I'm gonna poke it with my knife first to cut a hole through it. Come on, hopefully I don't poke anything important. Okay, now we just feed the wire through there. We should be able to see the wire coming out through this side, and then we just pull it through. Yep, I see it. Okay, now I just gotta grab it. Despite whatever you guys see on YouTube or whatever, this is actually not easy. And this is why I didn't do it the first time. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. We got it. Now it is through the firewall. Now, for the less fun part, we need to go peel up all of the carpet right here, all of the side panels, and we need to run this all the way back through. What we want is for this wire to go underneath the carpet, which means we need to pull off this plastic piece, which I think is just Phillips head screws, and peel the carpet up. These screws have probably not been undone in 25-ish years. Yeah, I can't even get the Phillips head in there. There's a rock in the fucking... Motherfucker. There's literally a rock in the place where my Phillips head is. I'm gonna grind it down. Get out of here, rock. Yeah. Get out. Fucking get out of my hole. Metal beats rock. A dude just drove by while I'm working on my car. He's like, hey, I'm a mechanic. Do you need help? I showed him a mess of wires. I'm like, you don't want to help. Then I believe this comes up. Oh. That's not a stock screw. I think the guy put this in himself. The last owner, whatever, doesn't matter. We'll take that out too. Yeah, okay, then this comes out. And this is our weather sealing, but we don't really care about that right now. We're just trying to move the carpet. You can see all of the other wires that are being sent through here. And we're just gonna pop our cable in there with it. You know, I've actually thought about doing this for a living, buying cheap cars and then fixing them up to like live in and then selling them to people that want a car like this. I think that would be fun. I'm not sure if there's a market for it though. Typically people want vans. I guess I could do it with a van, but it's just more fun to do it with a car like this. Okay, peel this piece of trim off, get the carpet up under here. One of the things you'll notice is that I'm not dealing with the white wire. We're just using the red wire, and that's because when I picked up my stuff from the attic, I did get a special tool that will mean we only need one wire to do this. Pulling up the seat. Oh yeah, there's not nearly as much water down there anymore. I guess it was just a thing about being cold. Yeah, it's like completely dry. I'll just keep feeding the wire through right here. Then we will feed the wire into the back just like we did before. Pull the wire through the back side, and we'll just feed this to the battery under the carpet. I'm gonna start putting all of this shit back. We're actually gonna use this white wire for something totally different. We're gonna pull it out because this has value outside of the auxiliary battery. And go ahead and put the carpet back down. Screw this guy back in. Fuck, I don't wanna do this by hand. I have a drill, I'm gonna use it. My trunk is a mess right now. Drill, battery, yay for power tools. Okay, put this carpet back. Okay, while we're down here, there is one more wiring thing I want to change. This car is old, and the cigarette ports, they are always on. Let me show you this. The car is off, obviously, I'm not running power, but you can see that this thing is lighting up. Both of my cigarette ports are basically always on. Yep, you can see. The problem with this is that this is a Bluetooth radio. And what I want to happen is when I turn the key, my Bluetooth radio turns on, my phone connects to it, and I can listen to music. But then when I turn my car off, this thing shuts off and my Bluetooth is not connected to this. I need this thing to shut off when I turn my key off, which means I need to change the wiring, which is where that white wire is gonna come in. We've already got the white wire set up to where this will only be live when the key is turned. So now all we need to do is feed this through the firewall and then connect it to the cigarette port. Okay, there we go. Now we just need to go connect this wire to the actual cigarette port, which I hope does not mean I need to take the whole center console out, because that's a bitch. Fuck it, I'm willing to do it if it means getting the job done right. So we've got 2 bolts down there that we've got to take out, and then I think the whole center console slides out. I could be wrong, but I know we have to take those 2 bolts out. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this without breaking any plastic, because this plastic is old and tends to be a little brittle. Come on. Come on. God, I'm really hoping I don't break this. I'm putting a lot of force onto it. How the fuck do I pull this out? I think you just pull. You should just pull it off. Put this in drive. I got my emergency brake on. Come on. There we go. Pull this out. Put it back in park. And we're gonna vacuum all of this shit out now that I see it. The car is a mess right now, but I want to point out we are still doing this in a fucking Walmart parking lot. All of this is super doable. You do not need a shop, you don't need a garage, you need a parking lot. Then I believe we have to take these 2 bolts out, and that could be it. I've never actually done this before, so this is definitely new territory for me. That's the right socket size. Just come over here. But if I wanted to replace like this plastic shifter thing, this is the process you would do for that. There's my transmission shifter. Okay, this feels like it should come up now. Oh, it's probably still attached back here. Let me detach that. Okay. Slide this back. Unplug this cigarette lighter, and then unplug this guy right here. Okay, and then this can come up and out. And now that we've got that out, we can access this plug right here. This is the wire we are after. We're going to cut this orange one, and we're going to splice in our white one. I would like to remind you guys, these wires are live right now, so this is dangerous. I'm gonna do it anyway. I probably should disconnect the car battery. Not going to. I'm literally gonna use my teeth to strip live wires. There we go. Now, before we actually put everything back and assume that this works, let's plug this back in and make sure that the radio is off when the key is off, and then when we turn the key, the radio turns on. Okay, moment of truth, plug it in. Should be off. Good, it's not working. Now let's hope we don't blow a fuse or anything. It's not working, damn it. Oh, well, that would do it. Do a better job crimping it this time. Okay, round 2. Okay, let's test it. It is off with the key off. Let's turn this on. Hey, my radio turned on and it turned off. Perfect, perfect. Now we gotta go fucking put all of this shit back together. Before we actually put this away, I want to vacuum again because there's a lot of shit down there. Oh my God, fucking disgusting. God damn. If you're gonna be living in your car, I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a vacuum. More Fireball bottles, god damn. This person kept the outside of the car in great condition and they just fucking trashed the inside. Literal with trash. I only have white cable right now. I do have the other stuff in my trunk, but it's buried under stuff. So I'm just gonna use black electrical tape to mark my negative wires as negative. I'll just wrap the whole thing in black electrical tape. While I've got this console out, I wanna do a better job of connecting all of my cigarette ports and my heater. Just wanna make sure that I did a good job making sure that there's good solid connections on them. Okay, there we go. We have 3 sets of wires, one for each cigarette port, and then one for the heater. So heater, cigarette port, and then we'll just connect this to the black and white wire right here. And then to connect all of the cables, I'm just gonna use, let's see if you can see this. I'm gonna use all of the circles. I'm gonna put a bolt through them. I'm actually pretty sure these wires are live too. So like, don't be stupid. Don't do what I do. Disconnect your battery before you do electrical work. What you do, if you wanna connect a bunch of wires together without it being a fire hazard, is you take a bolt, you stick your thing on top of it like this. You take all of the wires that you wanna connect, and you take the nut and you screw it on, and then this will be a solid connection right there. This connection right here should be good for hundreds of amps. The only thing you've got to remember to do is wrap it in electrical tape so that there's not any bad contact points on it. This method is also expandable, so if I want to add another wire in the future, I just take the bolt off, screw another wire in, and then we're good. It looks a little ghetto, but I promise this is a much more robust system than what I was using before. Now I believe we can slide this guy back into place. Feed the wires back through, and then we just screw it back into place. Plug all of the wires back in. And there we go. Everything still works. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put this guy back on. Okay, I believe I'm done with the electrical work, at least on this end. We still need to do stuff in the trunk. We can put this guy back now, though. Okay, I need to go to the restroom. It's time for a break. Lock the car, close the hood. I can also use their restrooms to wash up. Okay, let's go finish wiring everything into the trunk. So update, I realized I don't actually need to run this wire up to the front. I can just fuse tap this into the same fuse that the radio runs, and then the cigarette port will have the same power that the radio does. They'll stay on at the same time. So I just need to actually splice this into the front fuse box up here. There we go. Our cigarette port and our radio should now be tied to the same fuse. Let me just check. Yep, that turned on, radio turned on. And they're still both on, and they should go turn off after like 10 minutes of the key being out. Perfect. It's working exactly like it should. Okay. Now we've basically got to empty out the trunk so we can get underneath the carpet. So all of this shit comes out. And there's so much shit. Okay, let's move the food. Let's go ahead and take the battery out. Then let's go ahead and feed the wire underneath the carpet. Bring the wire up over our little metal mount things, and then feed it through the hole we cut in the carpet. Plug it in, and I think we're ready to go. Battery goes back in. Okay, now if I did my job right, I should never need to undo this stuff again. Let's go test it, make sure it works. The battery is not charging. And it's still not charging, come on. Oh, wait, no, I've got to go reset the fuse. Basically, I just need to reconnect the wire. Stay up, motherfucker. Motherfucker, god damn it. Okay, now it should work. Hey, it's charging, cool. Now to go put everything back because we've got a mess everywhere. Yeah, I'm posting a video right now. Hey.
Hey, what's up? All right, cool, man. We'll take it easy.
You too. He drives up next to me and he's like, hey, so how's your battery coming? I'm like, wait a minute, is this the mechanic that just asked me? He's like, yeah, so I saw that your snowstorm, you just got out of the snowstorm. I'm like, oh, you're a viewer. He's like, yeah. He is the first person to recognize me here in town. God damn it. Okay, this is everything. We've got a battery pack, we've got tools, we've got food, we've got my laundry, kitchen supplies, washing machine, and then all of this will be bedding. That's my trunk right now. I'm exhausted, actually. Things that I still need to do. I still need to retint this window, but I'm exhausted. Don't want to deal with that right now. I've wanted to go to Alaska for years. I wanted to drive Beans up there, but obviously Beans blew up. And so I decided that now is as good a time as any. The only thing that we need now is something to heat up the oil because it gets really cold up there. And when I park my engine for the night, I need something to keep the oil warm so that when I go to start my car in the morning, all of the engine will be flowing through it. We're in the desert right now, so we won't be able to purchase one here. We need to go on Amazon, which means we will probably be here in the city for another like 2 or 3 days while we wait for that to get delivered. You can see here, they're basically just like a heating pad with a plug on them. You put them on the underside of the oil container and the transmission, and they'll keep your oil warm. And we can power them with that battery right there. We'll just run the wires through the firewall like we did earlier today, plug them in, and then when we go to sleep for the night, we'll just turn that on and heat up the oil. Okay, we have one more place to be today, and it's gonna be a little bit controversial because we are headed to a trailer park. I was able to...
200 feet, turn left toward US 180 East, US 62 East.
I was able to find a... Shut up! God damn it!
US 60.
The trailer park that we're going to, they're renting an entire unit for 55 bucks. It's like 10 miles outside of town and it's like in the middle of the desert, but we could potentially get an entire house to ourselves for 55 bucks. We're going there partly because I've never stayed in a trailer park hotel before, but also because they have a bathtub and I love baths. In Europe, $55 a night would be pretty expensive. That would be a higher end place, but here in America, it's like the cheapest place you could possibly get. Holy shit, this place is really out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I wonder if this means that somebody like bought out an entire trailer park and decided to see if they could rent them out. This is where it says it is. I see a bunch of like RVs, but I don't see anything that would... I'm confused. Apparently we're supposed to check in at an office somewhere. Okay, I just snuck in when somebody else was leaving, so I see something that says that this is the office. Let's do this here.
When? Yesterday? No, we have not charged anybody.
I have a reservation. They gave us a little temporary parking permit. Put that up here. There we go. Okay, so we got our keys. Apparently they've got a cafe, they've got a game room. I'm gonna go check all of that out. Thank you. It did take like 15 minutes to get me checked in, but whatever, we're there, we're good. Okay, so apparently this company rents out lots if you have like an RV or something. And then back here, they actually built all of their own trailer park, or their own trailer houses that they rent out. This is typically used by people that work in the oil field for people that are here for like longer than a day or two, because this is right next to their work. We are gonna go check out this cafe and the game room and whatnot. Yes, I'm gonna leave my car unlocked with the keys in the ignition because I'm cool like that. They want $20. Yeah, we're not even gonna attempt to try that. $20 for food? Fuck that. They're trying to recoup their cost for their $55 a night place. Okay, this is us, B6. It looks like they are duplexes, where they've got one on one side and then one on the other. So we don't get a whole trailer, we get like half of a trailer. Oh, there's a washing machine too. We are in this room right here. Oh, not bad. Got a TV, got outlets. We're gonna definitely use them. Let's go lug in all of our products that need to be charged. Oh, and they do have Wi-Fi. I'm not sure if it's very fast, but they do have Wi-Fi. Pull the seat back, roll him forward. Come on. The motherfucker is heavy. When I say charge everything, I mean charge everything. Then we're gonna wash all of our bedding if we can get it to fit. The washing machine is not very large, so we'll have to do them individually. Update, I think I tripped a breaker. Like, the lights no longer work. Here's the panel. On. All of them look like they're on. Oh, yep, we did trip it. There we go. I guess we will only charge one of these at a time.